Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round number 4 and round number 5 for the Baku and Spanish Grand Prix. Reason why this is round number 4 and 5 is because in the past at Baku, we've never really, well, I don't think we've completed a race, let alone finished or even attempted a race, really. And we do give it a fair good shot, like we do the practice or try a little bit of practice around here. So don't get me wrong, I do give it a go, but yeah, nonetheless, we're doing obviously round 4 and 5, you know. As things stand in the Drivers' Championship, well, we're second place at the moment. Valtteri Bottas leading us by 17 points at the moment after winning the first, well, 2 of the first 3 races. Could he make it 3 out of 4 today? Well, 3 out of 4 at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and could he even add a 4th to the 4th win in a row, which would obviously happen at the Spanish Grand Prix. But so far, that's really how the season's played out so far. We've had 3 podiums ourselves, both myself and my teammate, but on every single circuit so far, my teammate has top trumped us and hasn't really given us much hope, really. So obviously my teammate's doing a good job. I can't take that away from him. You know, last time out, the safety car, I believe, wrecked our race. If it wasn't for the safety car, could we have won that race? Most likely, I think so. Bahrain, we had a DRS failure, so we couldn't utilise the DRS in the closing laps of a race. And there, I think we could have won. So, you know, I think there are races where we certainly could have won already this season, and it's unfortunate we haven't. So, anyway, we'll get out here, and we'll do the practice now. Right, down into turn 1, really. Let's hope that this weekend can be different to other weekends at this circuit, because every single time I've come here to this circuit, we've just never been able to get the car in the right place altogether, which really frustrates me, because obviously I would love to, you know, have a good race at this circuit. You know, this is, well, in the circuit I dream of winning, but it's certainly a circuit where I do want to do well at one stage in this career mode. So obviously we just gotta find maybe that balance. Who knows? So far, I think this is going to be just a green score. Unless we get purple for the remaining few. Right, we're all ready, and we're not even.
Seem to have a solid handle on the lap. Let's try and perfect each turn. Remember that chaining good corners together.
We're already 2 seconds off the best lap time. Okay, Kevin Magnussen's on the super softs, and we're on the softs. But the point is, we're still 2 seconds down. Even with a setup, let's say we can get maybe, well, you don't gain 2 seconds even with a setup. You'd probably gain I don't know, half a second at most. In terms of car performance. Oh, that almost ended off badly. Right, if we don't, I think we'll do, we got the green, so we'll just go back to the garage. We'll put on a setup. I don't really want to waste too much of our engine around here, if you know where I'm coming from. Like, where I say, if we're not going to get a good result, what's the point? We'll put on a setup, we'll see whether that makes any difference.
Fastest lap is a 1 minute,
We'll do the time management today, for this round. But that's where I say, if we don't get the result we want or we need, what's the point of racing? Because I'll be literally racing at the back, I believe, despite having the quickest car. So we've now put on a setup, so as I say, if we'll gain about probably a second with the tyres alone, so we'll probably gain about 1.5. So we'll see where that puts us, for sure, but I don't think it'll put us in a position where we're going to be competitive. Small brush of wool. Oh, balls. I've crashed at the, just as we are about to enter the castle section. Oh, we'll just use a... Ah, balls. And now we've crashed at the top of the castle section. See, the thing is, okay, I don't know whether I'm taking too many liberties around here or too little liberties. Like, how do you do good at a circuit like this? On a track like this? Curbs are lethal if you get on them. Your pace is terrible, no matter what you do. Like, yeah, how do you deal with a track like this? If you know where I'm coming from. But the good news, we are going to get purple, and we're going to go, okay, actually, you know what? Is there going to be a surprise in Stalker? We've just gone faster than Vettel, and we're not far behind than Van Dorn. Oh my days. So maybe there could be some surprise in store this weekend. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's hop into qualifying.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the
we
session.
finished
Here are your top three.
In, well, we finished in 11th, okay, so maybe, who knows, could this be Baku magic? For sure, this is interesting, I think. It's gotten a little bit exciting, got a little bit of energy going after that practice. That wasn't bad, I think, I can say, and I wasn't pushing 100%, so... Is that what you've got to do a good lap around here? Not push 100%? No, I'm only joking, but no, I honestly wasn't pushing 100%. I was treating it, you know, like a normal practice session. So that's interesting. Of course, it's only practice, so I don't want to get over excited, but from practice, what we can say is the first practice so far has been good. Right, let's go then for qualifying then. Here at the circuit of Baku. So we've got 2 laps roughly to make a success of it. And of what we can tell from practice, are we in the running for maybe, well, I'm not going to say pole position, but are we in the running for okay qualifying? Well, from what practice would suggest, maybe we're not as far off for whatever reason today as we may have thought coming into the weekend. Who knows? But nonetheless, it's not going to be as plain sailing as what practice suggests. Obviously, just to let you know, if we do decide to, well, if we do get a good qualifying, I am going to race around here the full distance, which will mean we won't be doing around 5 today, so that's why I always,
What happened? Let me know you're okay.
Right, we haven't started offline laps, so I'm just going to use a flashback, but yeah, that wasn't, you know, yeah, as I was saying, if we do get a good qualifying, we will be racing full race distance. If we don't, we'll just sim it, and we'll see what the game gives us, sort of thing. Right, our final corner. Through the final 2 corners, but more or less flat out they are, as you now just literally let the car take you down the straight and you sit here for as long as you can. Let the car just race to its maximum top speed before hitting the brakes in turn 1 and out turn 1 into turn 2, not building as much speed, get close to the wall on the exit as possible. Then again, you're just literally making minor tweaks to the steering, nothing major, and then braking into the heavy left corner. Then that's all the left corners done more or less, especially in the first quarter of the lap, and through the next left and through the difficult left-right chicane. Right, now as we approach the castle or the old town section, oh dear.
That looked bad. Are you alright? Let me know you're alright.
Right, I'll use 1 flashback per lap, maybe, you know, I want to see what we could have done. Anyway, through the old castle section. And literally flat out now. To this downhill, brake just before the hill. It's all about exit here. That's alright. Brushing the wall on the right. Even before we hit the DRS, we're at 2:15, and that's pole position.
That's the fastest lap so far. Well done.
A 1:37.8. I have no idea how that bears on us. If you know where I'm coming from. Clearly, Hulkenberg going quickest at the moment. Bottas doing a 1:36.5. Wow. Bottas is miles quicker than us at the moment. Getting well offline, so not impeding, of course. Right, gonna make our way back to the pits now. Right, as I say, we're gonna go for one more lap, so we'll see. If we qualify top 10, I will be racing in this race. Anywhere outside of top 10, we'll consider. May do 1 or 2 laps. But anywhere else below 15th, we'll be skipping onto the Spanish Grand Prix for round number 5, of course. For the Spanish Grand Prix. So let's get the car all nicely set up. We'll fast forward time. Right now we're dropping down the order like a fly. But we're in 13th at the moment, 1.3 seconds off the pace. We'll go out now.
All personnel be aware, car leaving.
For our second flying lap, hopefully. Let's see what we can do. Bottas posing a new fastest lap, doing a 1:35.8. So Valtteri is flying, and this could be a weekend for Valtteri to pull out an entire 25 points on me. Alright, just making our way through the middle sector. Now, sort of thing. Right, final corner. There we go. Did we just collect ourselves in the barrier? How did we do that, man? That's terrible. I hate this circuit. And we've done it again, even worse this time. I'm trying to slingshot myself, if that makes sense, right now. Well, we'll try the ordinary racing line. Hit that curb on right, hit the curb on the left. There we go. I was trying to slingshot myself to give myself a huge toe. Anyway. Utilising the overtake mode. Alright. I give up, honestly. Fuck it.
The grid is all set then for the race tomorrow.
Good.
But before we go, let's quickly...
Right, I'm just going to sim the race because we didn't have a great qualifying, and we'll just move into Spain. Let's see what the simulation will give us, if you know what I mean. And hopefully, you know, the simulation will reward us, maybe. Maybe Valtteri Bottas will retire and not pick up any points. That would be quite nice. Bad for the team, though. Like, if you know what I mean. But, yeah. Right, we'll just sim it.
It's not quite where we'd want
And
to be on the
we'll
grid.
hop into Spain. Or, well, we'll do the Spanish Grand Prix now. Obviously, the plan, like always...
And after this round of the World Championship,
Well, we
here's how
finished
things look
eighth.
in the drivers' table. It's a good result for Valtteri Bottas.
Don't
who
get me
extends his
wrong.
advantage at the top of the championship. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver?
Best finish around Baku, that was. You know, finishing in 8th, even though we simmed it. Yeah, we finished in 8th, so I guess it was alright. The thing I don't like about this game,
It's time
okay,
for us to renegotiate your contract. Here you can see the current deal. Once negotiations begin, the team will make you an offer. You can accept if you like, but I
yeah, the
strongly
thing I
suggest you
don't
push
like
for
about
terms.
this game, okay, is basically when negotiating contract, it almost
We are
like it
coming round to that proposal. Let's try
doesn't
something else.
it sort of downgrades you, if that makes sense. Which I don't like, you know.
Okay, that proposal looks good. It seems all parties
Like,
are happy with the
yeah,
deal, so it'll commence at the next race weekend.
sort of downgrades you. Like, so your reputation in the team sort of goes down, sort of thing. Even if you do good performances. Right, Spain, a circuit that I like and know well. This is literally, I like this circuit for multiple reasons. Firstly, it's winter testing is held here. That's the Spanish Grand Prix circuit. So, you know, it's obviously sort of become the most historical circuit over recent years, if that makes sense, for its winter testing. So yeah, you know, for one, winter testing is held here. For two, it's a good circuit. You know, it's a very good circuit, actually. It's basic, but, you know, it's actually alright. For racing, don't get me wrong, I think, well, I think everyone could agree.
We can talk to them
For racing, it ain't the best, but for, you know, for what it is, it's alright. As a circuit, it's alright. It serves its purpose of a racetrack. It ain't too complex. So, you know, it's got just the right amount of, I think, joy. It gives you a little bit of joy. Right, we'll hop out into the track acclimatization, then we'll do race strategy, sort of thing. But yeah, you know, like, I'll just show you what I mean by this circuit gives you joy. Like, it's not easy to get right. Like, right, for instance, okay, we'll just go through each sector by sector, okay. So, last corner, obviously, is quite a fun corner to drive. Obviously, probably most easiest corner, I would say, on the circuit, maybe. Then, into turn one, you got this lovely front home straight, pit straight. Turn one, absolutely lovely. Turn two, I've never done that before there. But, turn three is fabulous. Flat out, you know, in majority of cars, which makes it splendid to drive. Turn 4, another corner. Turn 3, quite slow, all about the exit. Get a good exit off there, and that's really what you come for. Turn 5 and 6, absolutely lovely. Up through 7, I think that's 7 or 9, I can't remember, but you know, that's another good corner on this track. Then you go into this technical sector, a sector that rewards a car with good downforce. So, like the Red Bull, for example, or McLaren, really rewards cars with good downforce. And final corner. Bang, there's a lap of, that's literally a lap of this circuit. It's a good circuit. You know. Oh dear. That wasn't the entrance or exit I was looking for. Oh well. I was just pushing a bit too hard there. We could be talking, okay, 1:15s at the moment at this circuit, by the way. So, yeah. Just thought I'd say that. Come on, Ericsson. I can't get through. Alright, there we go. Right, back to the garage. So right now Verstappen's on top of everything. But we're gonna put on our setup sort of thing.
1:20.2.
Right. We'll go 5-4 wings here. And we'll do race strategy on the soft tyre. How much wear do we have on our engine right now? 44%, so that's good. By the way, okay, we've got to win this weekend. It's not even an option. right now, Bottas is 38 points, sorry, ahead of us. So if we lose, effectively, that's us, I would say, out of the championship.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
Right, we're already into the 18s, so there we go. Balls. Basically lost the rear there. Well, actually sort of lost the front, because the front just wasn't turning in, sort of understeered, and then overcorrected it, sort of thing. That led into the gravel, and then from there, we were a passenger, more or less.
Super job so far.
Right, there we go. Right. I think that the car felt good there. Didn't feel bad at any one given point. So, you know, apart from that spin on the last, you know, lap that we did, you know, car felt good.
Your top three again are Verstappen.
I reckon we hopefully will be in for a good weekend. Remember, if we win this Grand Prix, I think that's championship back on, but we've got to win. There's no other option because, you know, we've dropped so many points now this year. It's unreal. You know, we've had 3 podiums, but we've also 38 points already behind our teammate, which is insane. Like, yeah, you know, we need to start getting more points, you know. But this is an opportunity, actually, for us to get a few more points, maybe going 4th. Because if we get, let's say, anything, well, if we get really anything above 5th, and our teammate doesn't finish above 5th, But that's good,
Here we
because
are at the circuit.
realistically, let me just explain why. Last season we got 7th. I'm gonna pit. Unless tires are okay. I've just balls that up. I was only gonna drive out. Let's have a look. Tires are wrecked. Why do they do that? Wreck the tires. Wait, is that this lap and next lap? I thought, crying out loud, I was only taking a short route for a reason. Yeah, what I was saying, if we get anything above 7th, therefore we've actually gained points, I believe, during the course of the season. So yeah. Alright, get a new set of tyres, quickly go out, do a, you know, reason why I don't like VAI going out for me, it's just they take up, for whatever reason, VAI utilises so much more rubber than what is needed. Your outlap's meant to be calm, they're not meant to be stupidly fast. You're meant to be smooth on the outlap. In-lap's also meant to be another smooth lap. So that's how it's meant to be. Right, Vettel sits top for the moment. So you're meant to accelerate down this slip road. And then for the rest of the lap, you're just literally trying to work your way around. In certain parts you're meant to go a little bit fast, but whilst conserving your tyres. See, look, my tyres are on 1%. Just about. Not even hitting 2%, whereas the others are on 2. So, I've used, crucially, 1 less percent before we've even started the lap, if you know where I'm coming from. Alright. Out of the last corner. Here we go. Down main straight. Into turn number 1. Out of the way. Come on, that's impeding. Big question is, how much time have we lost? I'm gonna say we lost about half a second due to that impeachment.
Fantastic. That was the fastest lap.
We just about go top, but there's a lot more time. For what he did, I'm just going to impede him and then get out of the way. Oh dear, there's a car behind me! Jeez! I should have got out of the way earlier. Teaches him a lesson. If you don't do that, soon as a car, well, he should have been well off the racing line.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
He knew I was behind him. So it's not like he couldn't have got off the racing line. Imagine if it was through here. Like, you know, jeez. I would have lost about a second. Right. We'll go for a second lap at the end of session, of course. Are we on the left side of the garage now? I must be the number 2 driver now. For whatever reason. Fair play for if they've done that, put me as number 2. But has done better so far. But right now, he's in 6th position. Wow. That's bad.
Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 16.6. Checks complete. All personnel be aware we have.
Don't get me wrong, we've fallen down the order as well, so. Right, we're going out for one final lap then. One final run. We're in 5th position. A good lap could be pole position. Right, we've got to make this the lap that counts. Right. Into the final corner, out of the final corner. Got plenty of time. And what's nice, we won't be affected by a car in front of us. But somehow we're 4 tenths down. How? How are we 4 tenths down? We did the exact same sector. That's like saying, I'm 90% sure we've done that in the exact same speed. Same gears, and we're 4 tenths down. Must be the track not rubbering in. 7 tenths down. I think I found out how. We didn't have it in the right settings. We're not going to be going back a second. Fuck it. Well, there you go. A new unofficial lap record. P5. Oh, P4. Somehow.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying,
So there we go.
your top three.
But more importantly, my teammate has been out qualified. So going into the race, that's brilliant news for us. We don't have to worry about our teammate, who's behind us by what, half a century?
From your perspective, would you say your rivalry is friendly, or are things a bit tempestuous?
So
You left a lot
going
of
into the race, we're very,
Were
very
you
good.
struggling for grip, or did you just miss? Appreciate your time.
So if we finish where we are now, we will gain 12 points on our teammate, which would bring the tally from 38 down to 26 going into Monaco, which wouldn't be that bad actually, coming to think of it. And we could even gain an entire 25 points if we finish ahead of our teammate and win, which would literally bring the gap back down from 38 down to where we were before, 17 points into Monaco, which would be fantastic. So there we go. So that was a hammer blow to my teammate for sure going into today's race. If he's going to lose this down in 12th and we, you know, do a fantastic race, therefore we could gain well, not hundreds, but quite a decent amount of points here on my teammate, and the championship would be certainly alive going into Monaco and the rest of the season, really. But there is meant to be some rain expected during this race, of what I'm aware. So it could be interesting, put it that way, I think. If the rain comes, you know, weather report.
Okay, how was the pull away? You'll have a bit more grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well. We think we may see some rain. ETA is about 15 minutes. Dry,
So, right.
tyre at the moment.
15 minutes. Let me just do the maths. That's let's say lap 8. Or lap 8 or 9. So depending on how hard that rain comes down, therefore, realistically, we're in a good place. If you understand where I'm coming from. But it's saying it's going to be light rain, but how light will the light rain be? See, what I was thinking, it's a gamble, but is it too much of a gamble? Maybe go to super softs until the rain, then pit for inters? Or do we go for a strategy and race as normal? That's the question. See, either way, we're going to be able to be out till lap 5, so, you know, but if we do get the strategy wrong for going for super softs in our first stop, therefore we've probably cost ourselves maybe the race win, most likely. If we don't go for the super softs, we could also cost ourselves the race win, but less of loss, if that makes sense. I'm going to stay with the strategy, and if I feel it's worth taking the gamble, I will go for it. But they do say if you don't roll the dice, therefore you will never win.
Be ready with the clutch.
But this is our best opportunity of our win, certainly since China. Hopefully nothing will impede us. Down already, not a great start from us. Holy days! Oh, for fuck's sake. Why is it always me getting caught up in incidences? I don't want to get hit by some stupid sliding Sauber there. It's always me getting caught up in first lap drama, and I don't even cause it. Okay, yeah, my starts, don't get me wrong, for whatever reason I can't make a good start. But I don't warrant the pain. I don't warrant all this pain of, you know, getting caught up in incidences that ain't even caused by myself. If I'm correct, my teammate's already up into 7th. Oh, when does that even happen? Going out wide there would not even do that. Bullshit. There's no bumps out here. You just get one of them extending track warnings. Sometimes this game is mind-boggling in terms of its realism. Weather report.
The rain is a few laps out yet, but it is coming. Be careful. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
You know, I might take a second gamble. It won't be a gamble that risks the race,
5 minutes
but
until rainfall expected. 5 minutes until rain.
I'm gonna stay out on these tyres. If the rain starts coming down heavy. It makes a lot of sense.
You need to slow down before hitting the corners. You don't want to get a penalty. The gap to the leader is 3.1 seconds. work. That brings you up a place.
Ricardo, come here, mate.
Some information on Leclerc. They have some kind of mechanical problem.
Oh, die again every time that one corner. Right now, really affecting this car. Come on. Through that last sector, we are nowhere.
Box this lap. Push hard on the in-lap.
Right, do we box or do we not?
5.1 seconds.
Weather report.
Looks like rain is inbound, and we're expecting it in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes till the rain. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
You know, I do trust my team, but you've also got to take risks. I don't know what to do. I'm struggling. Pit or don't pit. Pit fresh tyres, don't pit, stay out, wait till the rain hits.
Okay, I think the effects of the tyre deg are going to kick in soon. We should be alright for the time being, but you will start to find it a bit more slippery out there.
You know though, if we have fresh tyres going into the rain
Keep
stint,
an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you
that
approach,
will
and make sure you
help.
don't speed.
pit. Do opposite to Ricardo. Interesting. Vettel's doing the same.
Complete, go now.
Had a little bit of delay there due to Vettel coming in, but ain't much. Just had to probably wait about half a second longer.
Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound.
Had to take avoiding action there. You see what I mean though, by we're getting caught up in all the incidences that ain't even our fault. Because at the end of the day, that should have been, you know, race-changing incident there through Grosjean swerving in towards me.
Valtteri is in for his stop.
Oh, alright outlap, I'll say that.
Our gap to the car in front is 1.9 seconds. The car behind has come in. They're now on the soft tyre. Softs on the car behind.
What What is he fucking doing? Come on. Okay, yeah, I went deep, but come on, you don't race with a Mercedes. Oh, the AI, I hate in this game. Okay, he has rights to be there, for crying out loud, but you don't race with a Mercedes, man. Come on. You're not even Ocon. Like, that's like, don't get me wrong. That's a bit like, you know, Brazil when Verstappen got hit. I understand why, you know, now he wanted to punch him in the face. You don't race with the race leaders. If you're not racing for the win, get out of the way. Don't compromise others' races. Oh. That annoys me. Because I'm not saying we're going to win this race, but are we racing for the win at the moment? We're in second. First is 3 seconds ahead of us, so in my eyes, we're racing for a win. And the rain's now come. No, we'll get... We'll have the inters ready. Prepare inters for next stop.
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message. Our best lap so far is a...
I'll just manually do it then. Nice, just picking the right moment when to come in. About picking a moment. Getting a little bit slidey. If we stay up for another lap, weather will be worse. I'm going to follow Ricardo. No, actually, I'm box this lap.
A new strategy is available on the MFT. Copy that.
Right, in we come then. On goes fresh enters. And towards the end of the race it may dry up again, so this is going to be interesting how the weather plays out.
You're doing well out there, keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes. DRS has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline. Okay, we're low on fuel. Try shifting up the gears a little sooner. This should help us save some fuel.
How are we that low though on fuel? Because, don't get me wrong, we were, before that pit stop, I'm pretty sure, up on fuel. So far, must say I'm enjoying my driving in the wet. I don't know whether we're gaining or not, but forget that.
Engines showing small signs of wear. Power output will be down.
3.5 off the lead right now.
Gap to teammate behind is 15.5 seconds.
Definitely losing time to Ricardo. Oh dear, no, for fuck's sake. This is why I don't like the wet. I was enjoying it, but it's so much easier to make a mistake in it. And yeah. And obviously, to be fast in the wet, it's a different driving technique. Driving technique I don't have.
Gap to first place is 4.4 seconds. There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Oh, for crying out loud. Let's try a bit of cockpit cam. Oh dear, jeez, that's terrible. I don't like cockpit cam. It's not that great. I prefer normal camera. T-cam's much better. Ricardo, do the honourable thing and break down. Full race update.
Second place. You're in second place. Ricardo is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 5.4 seconds. They're on old inters. Van Dorn is behind you. The gap behind us is 8.2 seconds. They're on fresh inters. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. 4 laps remaining.
Teammate status.
Valtteri is currently P5. We're leading our teammate by 13.6 seconds. They're on old inters. The time last lap was a 1 minute 30.6.
I've just noticed, I think it's stopped raining. No, it's still raining a little bit down the main straight.
The car behind is catching you at a rate of about 2 seconds a lap.
Not anymore.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
It is dry in the circuit. But is it drying fast enough? That's the question. I don't think so.
This rain should be stopping anytime soon.
So Ricardo gonna win in Spain whilst we close the gap to our teammate in the championship. Who will fail to win his first race of the season and fail to get his first podium like I did last time out of the season. I presume we're going to close it down to, I'm going to say, probably 30 points. Somewhere in between 30 and 25. Let me just work out. He's finishing in 5th, so we're finishing, so 30 points. If things remain the way they are, we're going to close it by.
This is your final lap of the race.
And we haven't won a race all season as of yet.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
But in terms of championship, it's still very much up for grabs. And of what I'm aware, we will be better off in terms of points this season rather than last season. At the moment, so as we come around the final corner, Daniel Ricciardo is your race winner then today, ladies and gentlemen. But we'll take a few more points, another second place this season, to close the gap down to Valtteri Bottas. Hold it, drop in my controller.
As they climb out of the car, the Red Bull team are ready and waiting to celebrate a thoroughly well-deserved win. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
And I can see now the drivers are making their way out.
So yeah,
We need Red Bull fighting at the front.
we most likely have dropped another 7 points today.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the drive.
So far, I would say we've dropped this season 21 points overall. 14 of those to our teammate, 7 to Ricciardo.
Great work out there today. How do you think it went?
So, yeah.
You must be happy with the result today.
Ugh.
You're surpassing all expectations. Can anything... How did your team respond to the poor conditions today? You had a bit of contact today. Who was at fault there? Great. Well, that's everything.
Still, I want to see how many points we would have racked up this time last season. I know we got a decent result, obviously, at the start of season, a few decent results, but really we didn't get maybe the best results at the start of season. Let's have a quick
Fantastic podium.
look.
Well done. Keep pushing like this for the rest of the season. We've received
So,
invitations
last
to new
season,
historic events.
okay,
You'll be able to choose whether or not to participate
here we
before
are,
the end
we
of
would
this
have
weekend.
had 18 plus, I think that's 6. Would have had 55 points last season. This season, we got 73, so, you know, that's a 18-point gain, but then our teammates also had a massive gain this season. So, yeah, it sort of balances itself out. But anyway, we'll skip into Monaco, another race I'm dreading. Well, this race I am dreading. I know we're not going to do well here. So, yeah. But we'll give it a little go. So, most likely next time will be the Monte Carlo Grand Prix, followed by the Canadian Grand Prix in Montreal. So, yeah, you know, 2 Grand Prix looking for, well, 1 Grand Prix I'm looking forward to, Canada. But Canada hasn't ever been a